What's up? Welcome back for more Honkai Impact 3rd. Today we're gonna continue the story of Sanka Saga. After defeating this pitch, we're going to Act 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on Act 5 now, guys. Hi, Wandering Soul. Who's this? Wow. Hi, let's do this. 600 and I look at each other and confirm our shared confusion. Was May taken by the black hole? By her, why her only? I think I saw a similar black hole the very moment I entered the Saha world to retrieve Naraka and Teria runes. Maybe the black hole can be manipulated somehow? I'm no stranger to it, but I don't know much about it. The black hole is clearly some kind of conduit leading to the Saha world. And the Saha world has everything to do with the activation of a rune. Starting from the secret spot left behind by Ryoma, you have 3 Saha world encounters, Kasumi. There might be a pattern. The first time was triggered by drift souls from 3 golems, and the second time the rampage of Helmaru. The third time just happened. The Saha world showed up after the soul of Hephaestus vanished. So the pattern is souls. Souls are the keys to the Saha world. Wait, the whereabouts of Preta rune has always been a mystery, but I don't know one thing about it. To activate it requires a sacrifice of souls. Local chronicles even tell a sacrifice rituals in the history. Sorry, I can't talk. If so, there must be other drift souls on May and the black hole. Black hole could very well be the Preta rune itself. We'll never know before entering the Saha world again. If the key to the Saha world are souls, there might be connection between the Preta rune and the experiment. The soul transfer experiment. And the mysterious woman who authorized the experiment also worries me. Are you also after this? Was what you stole something related to souls? That's right, I stole Kallen's soul and made her a walking dead in the day. The ice-cold mask on her face gave away nothing. I couldn't tell if she made a joke or a confession. Just kidding. I heard the sound of something cracking beneath the mask, but how was that possible? To be honest, I have no stake in this. There is no shortage of dangers in the Saha world, and then we have May, an explosive uncertainty. My mission demands me to take the risk, but what is your stake? It's just the rogue's curious nature. I'm drawn to dangerous things like moths are drawn to fire. And you know what? Better make this worth the while since we've come so far already. The thing is, we still need a soul that can take us to the Saha world. I happen to have a demon spirit near me that once saw the Saha world. She might be able to get us to the Saha world. Come out, Rego Kumaru. Oh. There is no Saha world. Open the door and enter the Saha world. And there is no Saha world. Oh, this is the Saha world. Toyton! Bitch. We're back at this place. Ah, shit. Oh, that's Celeste's diary. I think. I hate these guys. A drawing tablet. Oh wow. Wandering Soul. Saha World. With the help of Raigo Kumaro, who has traversed both worlds, Six Serenade found the way to the Saha World. The Saha World was much bigger than the ones in my experience, and much more unsettling. It seems to imitate part of the real world, only in a clumsy and careless way. Rows of sakura trees and columns of bricks scattered around in the most random fashions. Right, this is where this world reminds me of a junkyard where shredded fabrics of reality are dumped. Kasumi, I think you've noticed. It's more like this world keeps fragments from a myriad of other worlds. Even the Yaimachi could be just one of the million fragments. It's a lot to take in. But if so, then what really is the power of the Preta rune? I look over many of the Yaimachi ancient script trying to find something useful on the runes. Preta rune is the most mysterious of the six, and it may have already shown up without us knowing. What exactly does the script say? A demon. Demon? A ball-shaped demon by the name of Chaos, which appears and disappears in the blink of an eye. Wherever it showed up, there were always people missing or spirited away, as the local elders would say. Sounds almost... Maybe this Preta rune has evolved into an intelligent being, and its power is closely related to space. A rune with its own mind, but right now we should focus on catching up with May. Worry not, Master. Souls have the most delicious scent for a demon spirit. As long as the woman has drift souls on her, she can never run from me. Well, let's get to it. Raigo Kumaro, lead us to her. Oy. We're back in the space. Shit, I forgot. Oh, the tree. Sorry. Okay. We're back at the imaginary tree. Here you are, May. You've nowhere to run. Nowhere to run? Huh, do you even hear yourself? We're all sitting ducks in here. We figured out the way in and it won't be much trouble getting out. It took me a while to find out that besides the Naraka and Asura runes, they're also connected to the Preta rune. Even with the intel network of Hanafuda Ayabon, the Kallen hasn't been able to find much about Preta rune. As an outsider, I have to wonder what it is that has driven you so far. You won't understand. When you climb high, the world becomes bigger. What is it that the Castellan failed to give you? Money, power, fame. These pretty things are only stepping stones on my way to take revenge on my father. I thought the Castellan and I were the same breed, that she authorized father's experiment for her obsession. But the longer I stayed beside her, the stronger I felt her inner struggle was. She fell victim to her guilt and regret. Experiment? The soul transfer experiment? So the Castellan is that woman? But as their body parts replaced one by one, the subjects became soulless machine. She began to flinch. For me, the moaning of the subjects is no different than the creaking of rusted machine parts. Oh, crackling machine parts. Six Serenity was crackling on the behind the mask. That's why I betrayed her in a heartbeat. She's just a dead weight to my cause. My one and only aim is to finish the experiment and take revenge on my father. The seed of revenge in your heart has grown into a tall tree of obsession. Ay. Path of Preta. I have 2 more. Then this chapter is done. Yoink. Ew. That's more like it. Last time I was here, it was a Bronya. Yeah, the last time I was here was in Bronya's chapter. Fish in a barrel. How do you come up with these titles? Okay, grinding time. Okay, we're back. Demonic Seed Chaos. You're right. The Preta rune is my final hope. If I can become one with it. Become one? Are you trying to experiment on yourself, mate? If Kallen can reap immortality from the Deva rune, who is to say my plan won't work? As she reached out her hands, drift souls emerged beside her. As if I summoned by a ritual, a bowl suddenly formed in the blank space. It stood still, like it's been there since the beginning of time. Look around, Kasumi. This world has boundaries and they are being gravitated towards the black hole, like a giant pulling the strings. If the power of Preta rune is as we suspected, then everything we see here will be dumped into an unknown world. This ball is more like an enormous mouth that devours all. And the Saha world we're in is the stomach of the Preta rune? Exactly. The Preta rune is a wild animal, but I don't have a choice. There's no place for me in Yaimachi now. But if I can tame the Preta rune, I may find ways to other worlds where I can carry on the experiment. She has lost her mind. But I can still relate to her to a certain degree. 6 Serenade? Don't be distracted, Kasumi. It's going to be a tough fight. Nah, we're good. We're good! Like a bouncy ball. Demonic Seed Chaos. Ow, 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 ow. Ha!
想定内の結果じゃ。
You have been defeated. After the black hole crack, May fell off from inside. She was fully unconscious this time, and I was sent back to Yaimachi when the black hole vanished. Path of Preta, retrieve. I struggled to reach the rune in the air. Bang! As I was knocked over, I caught a glimpse on the hand grasping the rune. I rebalanced myself in the air and flung a kunai at the ambusher as soon as I landed. Cling. As if reflected by something hard, the kunai gave off a crisp sound. Did I miss? I lifted my head and saw Six Serenade holding the rune in one hand while clipping the kunai with 2 fingers. And small cracks were growing on her mask, which was apparently hit by my kunai. Oh my god. Why are you making that face? I don't wanna kill you. Six Serenade, you were... Tossing the kunai aside, Six Serenade held the broken mask to prevent it from falling. Kasumi, you've collected 4 ninja arts, and that's the end of it. Six Serenade slowly let go of her hand as her mask fell apart. Her eyes had the color of the ocean with a thin mist. You are... The Sixth Serenade in me wants to see your mission accomplished, but the Castellan in me won't allow it. Sixth Serenade lifted her hand again and pressed her mask onto her face as if to replace her own face. I used to feel underneath the Sixth Serenade mask. I was still me. I was still Kallen. And today, the illusion has shattered. The Sixth Serenade mask can be broken. But beneath it, the Castellan mask has become part of me.